Okay. And I think people are still either out there or relaxing because finally the week is over, but the revisions are never done, of course. End of end of year examinations are coming up, and PSLE is right around the corner, and then O level orals have just started. Hello, Ozo05. Thank you for saying hi. Hello to you. All right, welcome to those of you who also just joined. Hello, Ronnie is saying hi. Mochi, no, this is not Mochi. Oh, this is Mochi. Yeah, this is Mochi is also saying hi. Hello, people. Hello, hello. Yeah, we are starting in a few minutes. Today we're going through RSS prelims paper P6 2022. Yes. Oh, Ozil is liking. Hello, KTW. Welcome to the live. So we all need to be very strong, like heroes for today, and go through some grammar questions, vocab questions, and of course the compre, one of your favorite parts. Okay, people. Okay, okay. People are in. Hello to all of you. Hello, hello, hello. Now let me try. Wait, it's still the same, right? I'm trying to like my own life. And I realize it's no longer the hearts. Okay, okay. Best to go for it. Oh, hello, XXXYXXXX. Welcome to you. Oh, I need that thing. Oh, here. Welcome to you. Like that. I like this. Okay, people, you have to be very strong today because we're going through a P6 prelim paper from 2022, and let's continue to strengthen your grammar skills, and even your vocab skills, people of the world. Are you all ready? Ta-na-na-na-na. Oh, they don't see the lava lamp. I want them to see the lava lamp. Do they see it? Now it's shown, so it looks prettier. Okay, people, let's go through together. Hello, fish and chips. Thank you for joining the live. Let's learn together and strengthen our English skills, people of the world. Okay, so we are ready. Let's go through some of the questions and revise together as one big TikTok live community. Okay, now, number one, people, number one, let's go through. Susan is anxious, blank speaking to a large audience during their live. Can you guys actually read the words clearly? Because I know from my perspective, it's a bit hard to see it, like the printing line is not very good. So I hope it's legible enough for all of you. Yeah. Hello. Okay, XXXY, thank you so much. So we need a word that is we need the appropriate preposition to follow the word anxious, especially when you're talking about a person who is pretty much very concerned about something that's about to happen. What do you think is the right preposition for this? Think about it and let me know. Ozil is saying for, so you want to say anxious about. Do you agree? XXXY, XXXX. Is it anxious? Is Susan anxious about speaking to a larger audience, or are you thinking of a different preposition? Give it a try. Give it a try. Oh, Raynu is here. Raynu 12 is saying it should be anxious with speaking to a large audience during the assembly. Can I get one more answer, please, before we try? Oh, so hello, Dijang Online. Welcome back to you. Okay, now, Dijang Online is actually also saying anxious with, which is number 3. Anyone else? So a lot of this preposition does really sound very familiar. So like, oh, can I just say that I'm anxious with speaking to a large crowd? Okay. Now, since I have one more answer and Dijang Online has given it, now people, first question and you already have differing answers. The answer for this as well, actually, especially when you want to express concern, is About doesn't sound right. So it's always about sounding right, is it? Dijang Online. Okay, not sure. Hello, Kai. Welcome to you, Kai. I see that you have just joined. Okay, people. So the correct answer is Dijang Online. Even when it actually doesn't sound right, it should be anxious for. What? Yes, it's anxious for. It's because, right? Anxious for. Sorry, it's anxious about. What did I say for? For is not even part of the options. It's because the answer is number four. It's anxious about. I'm busy liking the live. Yes, Kai, but I'd be happier if you're busy answering the question. Okay, Kai, but welcome to you. I'm happy that you're here. So it's anxious about. You. We actually really use this for when you want to express. Express concern. Yeah. The preposition that you pair with the word anxious is actually about. Yeah. There's another preposition you can actually say that you are anxious for someone. Especially when it's directed to someone. So it's anxious for, and then you can say, oh, I'm anxious for her, like that. Okay, for someone. But for this case, it's actually anxious about. Yes, so good job to you. Who was it? Oh, it was Ozil. Ozil, good job. So let's be careful on. It's a bit tricky sometimes when using prepositions, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So, but we are just in the first question. Let's move on to the next one, people. Let's go. Give it a try. The boys complained that it was difficult to study in the library as there was so blank noise. Oh my goodness, there was so blank noise. Okay, so check the context, difficult to study. Therefore, if we talk about noise, it must have been at a huge amount. Yeah, so definitely if you think about it, and it's a very commonly tested question, these are fires, right? Many, few, little, much. Okay, Dijang Online is saying much noise. Ozil is agreeing to you. Okay, that's perfect. Now, who else is an answer? Is it much noise? So, those of you who already answered, can you please tell me, is noise countable or uncountable? Type it in the chat. Is it countable or uncountable? I can hear. Let me close this one. People, is noise countable or uncountable? Yeah. Let's think about it. Let's think. You can type U for uncountable and you can type C for countable. Okay, so is it U or C? Think about it, people. I see. Oh, Ozil is saying, teacher, it's uncountable. So that's most likely why you're saying number three, right? Ozil05, you are right. Yeah. So basically, it's uncountable. You are correct. So I'm gonna put the information here. Therefore, Ozil, if this is uncountable, what options? Let's do the elimination. What options can I then can I cancel now that we know that this is uncountable? What options can we cancel? Sure, much is what type? Dijang Online, I'm doing that now. So now that you know noise is uncountable, is it considered as adjective? Dijang Online, these words are quantifiers. If you want to talk about what they function as in the sentence. Yeah. So many, Ozil is saying many, correct. So now that you know noise is uncountable, you can cancel many because many you only use this for countable. Even few you can also cancel it. Yeah. Now little and much. So there was so little noise and there's so much noise. Now your knowledge of the context in the sentence comes in. It was difficult to study. So if it's difficult to study in the library, obviously there is so much noise. Very good. Good job. Good job. So the answer is number three. Well done. Okay. Good job. Let's go on. Let's move on to number three. Okay. Number three, models, models. I need you to take in the question first and see if you know what the answer is. Blanca have brought a gift to the party, asked Thomas when he realized that everyone else had brought a gift. So he went to the party and did not bring. And then when he arrived to the party, he realized that everyone else was bringing a gift. So then he said this line, Blanca have brought a gift to the party? He asked it because he noticed everyone was bringing gifts. So give it a try. What you think is the answer? Think about it. Think about it. And Thomas, Thomas. You must think about these things when you attend a party, Okay. Okay. Hello, Yuna. Thank you for joining. Welcome to you. Okay. Answers, please. Blanca have brought a gift to the party. Okay. If you are unsure, that's perfectly fine. We shall. Hello, Ryan. Ryan is here. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to you. Now, answers, people. Let's go. Let's go. Type it in. Hello, JY. Thank you for joining. Welcome to you. Hello. Hello, Ryan. Okay, Ryan, this is the first question. Type in your answer. Okay. Oh, Ryan gave a gift. So cute. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Ozil is saying 4 or 2. So, okay, let's try that out, Ozilla. We could say, should I have brought a gift to the party? Or we could say, must I have brought a gift to the party? And these the last two that you have chosen has the right answer. One of them is the correct one. Wow. Okay, I need one more answer suggestions before I proceed to discussing what the correct answer is. Let's go. Win girlfriend. I know the answer. Okay, win girlfriend. Tell me the answer if you know it. Let's go. Okay. Type in your answer. Thank you, Yuki. Okay. Now let's go. Type in your answer. One more person. One more person. Okay, Ozil saying 4. Oh, now Ozil, you have tried to trim it down to just one answer, huh? We shall see, Ozil. Thank you for the courage to turn it into just one answer, because at the end of the day, when you take examinations, you will have to decide on just one, right? Okay. Anyone else? Give me one more answer. Where's win girlfriend? Win girlfriend. What do you think is the answer? Indulge the rest. Oh, Alyssa had just gone in. Welcome, madam. Welcome to you. Okay, now people, one more answer. Oh, Alyssa's just given a gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Win girlfriend is saying also number 4 after the movie. All right, so we have another number 4, so we seem to have a consensus for all of you. You all want to say, should I have brought? Now, when to use should, right? So normally you use should when you want to talk about, obligation, obligation, or correctness. Sense. Okay, sense. Let me erase this. Should you usually use this when you want to talk about sense of obligation, or correctness, correctness in the past. So do keep in mind that the sentence of Thomas has reference to the past, right? It's because he's already in the party. There's no way he will just bring the gift. He was already there. So he is looking back in the past, like, should I have brought a gift? Now, if you use will, what tense do we always pair will with? What tense? And while I'm waiting for your answer, must, you normally use this to express necessity. You normally use this to express necessity or obligation. Now, who can tell me which tense do we normally use will for? Will. Ozil, do the will first. What's the tense for this? Who can tell me? Maybe I use a different color for this one. I will eat the apple later. I will sing for you later. I will teach you tomorrow. So will, you normally use this for what tense? Hello, Premalatha. Welcome to you. Okay, let's clear the space between me and the table. Okay, people of the world. Now, when you if you heard my examples earlier, so will you normally use it for future, right? Future tense. And this sentence of Thomas is actually looking back in the past. He was reflecting whether buying a gift beforehand would have been a better option, because when he arrived at the party, there were more people bringing gifts. So definitely, will is not the answer. Now, how about would, Cher? Would, normally you use would for when you talk about hypothetical, right? Hypothetical situations. So this one is not hypothetical. He is actually really asking a legit question. But teacher, then if you say that must and should are both talking about obligation or necessity, which answer is the correct answer then? Must cannot be, because must you use this for when you talk about the present or the future. But remember, Thomas is talking about with reference to the past. Therefore, the answer is number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, Ozil. It's number 4. Well done. Okay. Okay, are we ready to move on? Hello, when will the live schedule come out for next week? Oh, okay. Yuki has answered your question. Our weekly live schedule will be out on Sundays, but just check our posts. It's always put out on Sundays or Mondays, yeah? And so you will see the live schedule from there. Yeah? Okay, huh? Now moving on to number 4. Let's move on, people. Ah, you see the word if here? Let's deal with conditionals. Now, give me number 1, give me an answer. Number 2, try to tell me what conditional type are we dealing with here. All right, Jay, welcome to you. Okay, so give me 2 things. Tell me what you think is the right answer, and tell me what conditional type are we dealing with. I'm always asking you if you're aware of the conditional type, because this is a very commonly tested exam question. At the same time, it's a very common sentence structure that we use. So it would be good if we know how to structure our conditionals very well. Sorry for the typos. No problem, Jay. All right, answers, please. Answers for number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, QYHWBEEI. Ozil is saying, teacher, it should be number 3, had been. Ozil, do you know what conditional type is this one? Is it type 1, type 2, or type 3? Give it a guess. City, hello City, welcome to you. Okay, City is also saying number 3. City, if you know what conditional type are we dealing with, you can also drop it in the chat or give it a try. Now, I always tell my students to memorize 3 sample sentences to remember the 3 patterns of the 3 conditionals, yeah? Okay, now let me see if you can oh, sorry. If Hi again, teacher Catherine. Hi, yeah. Every single time. It's Mitzi. Always call me teacher Catherine. It's Mitzi, I'm not teacher Catherine. It's Mitzi. It's Mitzi. This is not teacher Catherine. I don't know where you got that name from. Who told you that name? Huh? Okay. Now, oh, I have a trouble with my screen today. Now, conditional number 1. Okay, Ozil and City, since both of you said number 3, you have to learn these 3 sentences. If I can, let's say the first statement is positive, it becomes I what? What do you think is the answer? Hello, off madam. Welcome to you. I haven't seen you in a while, so I'm happy that you're here. Okay, then the second conditional type is if I could, that means you're using past tense, then it becomes I. And then the last one is when you are using, more, it has a tone of more like a regret. If I, and then I use this for my students so it really hits them. If I had studied, I what? So, okay, who can tell me how you can finish this any of the sentence? Tell me which one can you try. Yeah, let's do number one first. Let's do number one. If I can, that means when you use present, then it becomes what? Where is everyone today? If I can, I will. Very good. Good job, Ozil. Well done. Mm. Okay, then you use future. Yeah, this is conditional. These are for things that are very likely to happen. How about the second one of Madame? I expect you to give me the answer for this one. If I could, so when the statement uses past, I what of Madame? Give it a try. Hello, Lucky235. Welcome to you. So, if I could, so this one is more like a conditional two. You normally say this as like a wish, you want it. Yeah. If I could, I very good. Well done. I would. This is more like a wish, so you use the would. However, conditional number three is more like a regret because the thing already happened, and so it kind of like have the regret tone. If I had studied, so you always have the had plus past participle form. Then I, what? You finish this if you are a student. What's the regret when you don't study and after the exam you fail? You could have said, if I had studied, I would have good job. I would have what, Ozil? I would have, you can say, I would have passed, or I would have, I would not have failed, right? Very good. And so, given that the if statement, it says would not have. The second statement is would not have. Therefore, we're dealing with what conditional? Conditional number three. Therefore, your answer number, okay, off Madam, Ozil has given me his answer for this question. What is your answer for this question before I reveal the answer? Hello, Anak Ninja. Welcome to you. Of Madam, what do you think is the number correct answer for this question before I reveal it? Because Ozil has already given me his answer. Let's go, people. Let's go. Hello, Yam. Thank you for joining. Welcome to you. Welcome to you. Okay, now I'm gonna give you about 5 more seconds before I reveal the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the answer I have gotten is a number 3 from Ozil and 3 from City. You are both correct. We are dealing with conditional number 3. Aditya, hello Aditya, Taylor's version. Okay, number 5, people, let's be strong. You're halfway through your grammar. Number 5 is here. Blank. It is perfectly normal to feel disappointed at losing the game. We must not be disheartened. Encourage the coach, okay? Let's give it a try. What do you think is the answer for this one? Let's go, people! Ozil is saying number 1. Ozil, you were around in my live last Wednesday, and I'm hoping you still remember this. I reminded you last Wednesday that while may have 2 uses, right? Do you recall what are the 2 uses of while? The most common one, give me at least one of the 2. At least one of the 2. You use while when you talk about 2 things that are. Hello, Abigail. Welcome to you. Okay. So, while you also use this when there's 2 actions, what about the 2 actions? I'm singing while I'm showering, like that. Or I'm teaching while I'm writing, also like that, right? So that means to say you use while for when you have two actions happening at the same time. But you also actually use while to express contrast. Hello, Fazlina. Thank you for joining. Okay, unless, of course, you know that this is for conditionals, for conditions, except, and however for contrast as well. Okay, okay. Now, um, given the two meanings of while, the correct answer for this one, we are using this use here, contrast, okay? Because you lost the game, but coach is saying that you should not be disheartened. So there's two contrasting ideas here. Therefore, your answer, Ozil, is correct. The answer is number 1. Good job. All right, let's move on to number 6. People, let's go. Ooh, child. A very common question that you all have to go through. So, question tag, people. Question tag. Let's give it a try. Come on, let's give it a try. Henry seldom drives. Blank. Jane asked Paul. Do we say Henry seldom drives? Does he? Or Henry seldom drives, doesn't he? Henry seldom drives, did he? Henry didn't drive. Henry didn't drive. Henry seldom drives. My brain also fried today. Henry seldom drives, didn't he? Okay. People, type in your responses while I drink my water. Oh, Ozil has answers number 1. Of Madame answers number 3. Okay, I see. So first, so there's two things to unpack here. Both of your answer are both positive. So that means to say, I assume that you think this statement is negative, correct? Because of what word? Why are you both assuming that this is negative? Because 1 and 3 are both positive, right? So, because of the word seldom, you are very right. Very good, very good. The word seldom tells you that it's negative, yeah? I have reminded you last time in my live as well. There are certain keywords that you need to look out for to know that the statement is negative, okay? The most common one, which a lot of you are easily able to identify, is the word not. But there are other words that makes the statement negative. So, addition to that is seldom. What else, Ozil? Do you remember? Other than seldom, any other words that makes the statement negative, please? I gave you the word never also. When you see the word never, it makes it negative. And what else? You also have rarely or barely or even hardly. Barely. Very good. Of Madame. Well done. Now, he seldom drives. Now, the next question is, you are wondering whether to use present tense or past tense, okay? If you see the word drives here, people, drives here is what tense? Tell me. So now I need you, okay, of Madame. You have reconsidered your answer. Thank you for reconsidering your answer. We're dealing with present tense here. So therefore, it should be, so we cancel doesn't and didn't, okay? It should be number 1. Does he? Yay, good job. Well done. Okay. All right, so let's move on to number 7, people. Auntie Linda recalled how her mother would blank her every night when she was studying for her PSLE. What a very supportive and loving mother. Okay, Auntie Linda recalled how her mother would blank her every night. Okay. Oh my goodness, what happened to the screen today? Okay. Off Madame, your answer is accompany. You're taking the base form because there's one word from this sentence in the question that tells you you should be using a base form. What word is that? What's your clue from the question? My pen fell. Okay, what's our clue from the question that tells us that we should be using a base form in of the verb in this blank? Ah, very good, very good. Yes, because of the word would, it has to be followed by base form. So good job, Ozil and of Madam. The answer is number one, would accompany. Well done. Last three numbers for grammar. Let's go. Could my teacher blank his handphone behind? Sally wondered when she saw the phone on the table. Hello, koala. Okay, number eight. Let's give it a try. What do you think? Could my teacher blank his handphone behind? Sally wondered when she saw the phone on the table. Okay, what is the right tense to use here? Ah, Ozil is saying number one or three. Oh, hold on. Ozil, number one is for this number, is it? Of Madame, you're choosing between three or one. I see, I see, I see. Okay. Now, there is something that would make this a bit easier for you, right? Something that would make this a bit easier for you. Um, okay, Ozil is saying three or two. Hold on. So we have three or two or three or one. Okay. Now, both of you, had left is what tense? This is past perfect. And when you use past perfect, you both know there has to be how many past actions? How many past actions should you be looking at if you are even considering past perfect? There has to be two past actions. And therefore, this cannot be the option, people. So cannot. Yeah? Number two. Okay, XXXY and now you want to see number four. Is it number four? So another clue here is the word could. Could my teacher left his handphone behind? Could my teacher have left his handphone behind? Or could my teacher leave his handphone behind? Now, leave. Okay. Sally here is making a past possibility and speculation. So, about an action. When you're talking about a past possibility or a speculation, you actually use number four. Good job, XXXY of Madame for reconsidering. Ay, number two, So it's actually number four. Okay, past possibility. Possibility or speculation. If we use leave, could my teacher leave? It's you change the context of the sentence if you say could my teacher leave his handphone behind, because you're basically asking if he can, right? So that's not the context of the question of Sally. Could my teacher left? That would mean to say it's grammatically wrong, especially when you're using the word could. You don't follow it with a past tense form. So the only really two possible answers is either two or four, and contextually what fits is actually number four. Yeah. So, the answer is number four. This is PSLE or O's. Hello, Dami. This is P6 paper prelims from RSS. But definitely, if you're in O levels, this might help you still strengthen your grammar. Okay. Now, Number 9, people, let's go through. We blank our script that morning and were puzzled to see an empty folder. Okay, give it a try for number 9. Welcome to those of you who just joined. Hello, hello. Off Madame is saying number 4. We have prepared our script that morning and were puzzled to see an empty folder. Okay. Now, Off Madame, you're very sure it's number 4, huh? Okay. Who else agrees to this? Off Madame, while we're waiting for everyone else to give their answers, can you tell me what is the tense here? What tense are we using here? Give it a try. Give it a try. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cat meow meow 18 join. Okay, oceanism. I like the name. Oceanism, you say it's number 2. And Ozil says number 2. Okay, so now we have two differing answers. Some of you are saying it's had prepared. That means it's past perfect. While Off Madame is saying it's have prepared. You're saying present perfect. Now, Off Madame and Ozil, you were here when I discussed this past perfect tense. Now, firstly, these two actions happened in the past. Okay? That morning. You have two actions that happened in the past. One happened immediately after the other. So, what happened first is that the script had been prepared. We had prepared. They had prepared the script. So, this is action 1. And then what immediately happened after they had prepared it was that they were puzzled. Yeah, there was action 2. So always keep that in mind, because when there's two past actions that both happened and ended in the past, action 1 and action 2, that means another action happened immediately after the first one. You are talking about past perfect tense. Therefore, if it's past perfect tense, or this is action 1. If it's past perfect tense, action 1 is always had plus past participle of the verb. So the answer is number 2. Okay? Yeah, number 2, which is we had prepared our script. Good job, people. Good job. Good job. Good job. So be mindful, the moment you know that it's talking about two past actions that already happened in the past, action 1 is past perfect, which is had plus past participle. Action 2, then they will put it into simple past. Okay. When is it for? What do you mean, Barry? What's your question? When is it for? When is it possible to answer number 4? Can you clarify your answer, your question, please? When it's stated this morning. Okay, Barry, I need to understand what your question is. You're asking about number 4, as in when will the answer 4 have prepared? When could we possibly have used have prepared, right? Okay, so this is present perfect. Okay, so present perfect tense. So when you say that something is present perfect, it's generally this has so many uses, but the most common use of present perfect is number 1, it started in the past but it's still ongoing in the present, or it started in the past and it still has an effect on the present. So that's why it's still called present perfect. There's still the word present. Started in the past and still has an effect in the present, or still ongoing in the present. Correct? So for example, if I say, we have prepared our script, we have prepared our scripts, and the play is ready. The play is ready for it. So it still has an effect in the present. Or sometimes you use present tense when the action is very, very recent. Yes, I have already eaten. Yeah. So one thing you should take note of is that present perfect have so many uses. I would say more than 5, more than 7. But the most common one, don't confuse yourself. The most common use for present perfect is number 1, it started in the past and it's still ongoing in the present, or it still has an effect or impact in the present, or it's a very recent action. I have just eaten. Yeah? All right, you're welcome, Barry. Now, be strong, people. Last question for the grammar section. All right, let's go. Mrs. Teo started waving excitedly the moment she spotted her son blank the gate. Oh, very interesting. Let me highlight the clues for you, huh? I am going to highlight the clues for you. Spotted her son. And then this one. Okay. Now, off Madame is saying approach. I see, I see, I see. Who else? This one is very interesting. Off Madame, stay with me. This question is very interesting. Chance upon me, SG. Welcome to you. Now, Emma Moore. Hello, Emma Moore. Barry is liking Barry. Hi, you're very busy liking the live. I need your answer for number 10. Give it a try before I reveal what the right answer is for this question. One thing you should know, the question is tricky. Some students will get very confident and they will immediately say, "Oh, I know the answer." But then, "Oh, I didn't know the answer." Like that, okay? Yeah. So be very careful. Free. Hello, Free Palestine. Thank you for giving me your answer also. Okay, so I have 1 1 1 1 1. I have 4 4 4. Oh my goodness, teacher, is it 1 or is it 4? Do I say approach? Do I say approaching? Now, first things first, there is a pattern that we see here. The three highlights that I gave you is because this is a verb. What? This is a verb, noun, verb pattern. Correct? Now, when you see a verb, noun, verb pattern, the second verb is always either base form, which some of you are saying number 1, or present participle, which some of you are saying number 4. Yeah? This or this. Now, listen carefully for verb, noun, verb. Now, especially for verbs of perception like spotted, I saw, I heard, I spotted her. For verbs of perception, you have two options. It's either base form or present participle. Both can be correct. So now I will need you to think harder on what the context in the sentence is. Do we look for something that's an ongoing action or something that is no longer an ongoing action? Think about it. So Mrs. Jo started waving excitedly the moment she spotted her son blank the gate. Are we looking for an ongoing action or not? The answer is, what do you think? What do you think? Very good. We're looking for an ongoing action because she started waving excitedly the moment she saw or spotted her son approaching the gate. Yeah? So we need to use number 4, the present participle version. Very good, Shelby. Now, we are looking for an ongoing action, so it's number 4. So please don't get be careful, especially when you search, when you encounter this, the very commonly tested question, verb, noun, verb. Most of the time, they like to test you and make sure that you know that it's base form. But for perception verbs like see, hear, feel, it's either base form or present participle, which is ing. So I just need you to think a bit harder whether you need an ongoing action or not. Okay? Good job, everyone. We ended up very strongly for our grammar section. Now the time has come for you to lip sync. I'm kidding. The time has come for you to move on to your grammar, and let's see how strong it is. Now, let's go, everyone. Oh, Barry. Hello, Barry. Thank you for diligently liking the live. Now, vocab. Let's be strong. All right. Good job, people. So we have number 11 now. Let's see. When Alex saw the grizzly bear. No, not Mochi. Mochi is not a grizzly bear. Okay. When Alex saw the grizzly bear getting closer, he immediately blanked in fright. What is the reaction of Alex the moment he saw the grizzly bear? Okay, people, give it a try. Give it a try. Just try. If you're unsure, it's fine. I am not going to pounce on you like what the grizzly bear will do. Okay. So today we are dealing with these are PVs. What are PVs, people? What does PV stand for? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what does PV stand for? PV. Hello, user 7736. Okay, PV. Especially when you see a verb being paired with a preposition, and then the meaning changes. Okay, well done. You are correct. We're dealing with phrasal verbs. Okay, what's the right phrasal verb here? Then MMR, you're correct. It's phrasal verb. So what do you think is the right answer, MMR? Okay, do you think Alex backed up or Alex backed out? Alex backed down or Alex backed away? People, let's go. Give it a try. This is interesting because this set of phrasal verb is pretty easy. So I hope you know what each of these mean. Okay. Barry says, teacher, is it backed away? Okay, Barry, thank you for your answer. I will reveal it to you in a few seconds. Let's go, people. Koi. Hello, Koi. You just joined live. Welcome to you. Ronnie says hi. Okay. Now, any other answers, please, before I discuss these phrasal verbs with all of you? Any other answers? Mama, you're very busy liking the live. What is your answer? Oh, Ann K. Welcome to you, Ann K. Ann K is also saying it's number 4. All right. So let's break it down, ladies and gentlemen. So when you back up, okay, hold on, back up, okay. When you back up, you actually move backward. You move backward or reverse. But normally you use this for the context of driving, okay, or moving an object. So are we driving? In this case, are we driving or moving an object? No, we're not. I would say Alex did move backward, but this is not the appropriate phrasal verb because you use backed up, especially for the context of driving. Yeah. How about backed out? For example, you say, Ronnie backed out from the competition. So if you back out, that means you what? You sadly, Ronnie couldn't take it. He felt like he wasn't ready for the competition. So Ronnie backed out. So sad. So when you back out, that means you are what? The word starts with W. W. Bread pan just joined. Now you make me hungry, bread pan. Now, quitting. Very good. You withdraw or you quit. Very good. Or quit. Well done. Well done. Well done. Now, how about back down? If I go and say, so Ronnie wanted to back out, right? So I say, Ronnie, don't back out. Please never back down from any difficulties or from any challenges. Don't ever back down. So what does it mean when you don't back down? Okay. Back down means to withdraw as well, right? To withdraw or concede. Withdraw also, this can be withdraw or concede a point na or retreat. So never back down. However, when you back away, this is actually pretty straightforward. You actually move backward as a person. So back away means move backward. Okay. Therefore, those of you, yes, MMR, never give up. Yeah. Very good. So Alex, when the grizzly bear was there, he actually backed away. He moved backward from something. The answer is number 4. Good job, people. Well done. Right, let's give it a try. Number 4. Number 4. Where on earth did I find number 4? It's number 12, people. The animals in the shelter had been neglected and lived in blank conditions. condition. So sad. So sad. Causing outbreak of diseases and numerous deaths in the last 2 weeks. So sad, people. So sad. Okay. Give me your answer before I reveal the correct answer to everyone. Give it a try. Give it a try. Okay. The animals in the shelter had been neglected and lived in blank conditions, causing outbreak of diseases and numerous deaths. Song Heng, hello. Chris Peacock. Also, is number okay. Quite a few are saying number two, number three, two. Okay, so we have two possible answers that some of you are saying. Either it's daunting or appalling. Teacher, what's the correct one? So let's define the words and see what's the right one. So when you say that something is very striking, for example, I say, oh, she has a very striking appearance, right? And she stands out from the crowd. So when something is striking, it actually attracts attention. Attracts attention by mostly you attract attention because it's unusual. Maybe your costume is unusual or because it's very extreme. But the thing about it is that in what context do you normally use striking? Normally you use it for actually kind of like a neutral or positive context. You don't really say striking, especially for very horrendous or very horrific situation like the one that the animals are going through. So striking is not the answer. Now, let's go through some of you who are saying, so Chris Peacock and Emma Ma mentioned number two, teachers daunting. They're living in daunting conditions. So you are close enough to understand that daunting is something that's not positive. So if it's a daunting situation, it seems very difficult. It seems very intimidating. So the closest thing to daunting is intimidating. That means to say it's difficult. Okay, it may be difficult to deal with. However, the problem with daunting, while it's a negative term that may fit in the sentence, it does not accurately capture the severity and horror of the situation. Something daunting can just be like, his face looks a bit scary. I feel it's very daunting. So when something is daunting, it's not very, very severe. So it really does not capture the context of the animal's very sad situation. So daunting, while negative, is not the most appropriate word for this. Now, let's move on to those of you who said number three. Ozil 5, Song Hang said number three. So you're saying they lived in an appalling situation. When something is appalling, it's causing shock. Okay, causing shock or dismay because the situation is very horrific. The very horrific. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have found the word that really captures the severity of the situation of the animals in the question. So, therefore, the answer is actually number three. Appalling situation. Yeah. But how about intriguing? Intriguing, of course, if you're very intrigued, it just causes arouse curiosity, right? So not intriguing. Yeah. So the word that really captures the question is number three. Very appalling, very severe, full of horror. Like that. Okay. Now, good job everyone for trying. We're learning new words or learning the subtle differences between words that you already know, right? That's the most important thing. Number 13, let's be strong, let's be strong. Okay, now that blank competitive store has caused many of its competitors to be out of business by lowering prices significantly. Okay, the store very competitive one that all the competitors had to close down. So what is the word, the adverb that you use to really talk about the competitive, how competitive, intensely competitive the store is? Okay, let's give it a try, people. Give it a try. Type in your answers. My eye's very itchy. Now, give it a try. Ronnie is also looking at your responses, huh? Ronnie, go and say, okay, koi. So, also 3, Ray or Rai, 4, koi is 1, 1. Oh, we have 3 different answers. There's 3, there's 4, there's 1. Let's go through. Now, totally understandable. When a question, sometimes they give you words that are very close to each other. That's why for me, the biggest challenge of vocabulary is really not just about knowing the word, but knowing even the slight differences, the nuance between words that you actually already know. Because I would say that all of these answers or all of these options are actually familiar to you already, right? Now, fiercely, let's start from the bottom. Maliciously competitive. When something is malicious, when something feels, when the action is malicious or the intentions are malicious, that means there is an intention of doing harm. Okay, not the most appropriate word, because when a store is actually very competitive, it can be competitive in a way that they're not really intending harm, competitive in a way that they're just doing the game very well. So malicious is not the right word, okay? But none of you said number 4, so good job. Now, severely is more often to an intense, right? Intense degree, okay? Intense, very intense, yeah? Teacher, can it be number 3 then? Severely competitive store. But severely, though, uh, you talk about severely, especially for the extent of, like, let's talk about business, yeah, the extent of price cuts, not about the level of competitiveness of the store. So when you talk in the context of the question, you're not talking about the price cuts and all the severe price cuts like that, but you're talking about the competitiveness of the store. So 3, also not the answer. Harshly, then we're left with we're left with number 1, fiercely competitive or harshly competitive. So harsh, right? I think you're harsh, right? Harsh, very cruel, right? Cruel. Okay, cruel. Um, cruel or severe also. Severe, teacher, severe also. Now, harsh and cruel. The thing about the question is, do keep in mind, again, when you talk about it being competitive, it does not always mean that it's cruel. Yeah, the key here is that the store is very competitive in such a way that it's always able to market properly. It's always able to put out new product. It's always able to reach out to their customers. That's what being competitive means. So being competitive is not really, you cannot equate it to being cruel. So the answer is actually number 1. One. Yes. Do keep in mind that it's a very common term to actually say fiercely competitive. That's a collocation that a lot of people actually use. Okay, good job. 2 more vocab questions. Be strong. We are in number 14 now. Number 14, people. Sean beamed proudly. Like that. Very proud, very proud. Sean beamed proudly when the police officers blanked him for his brave act of saving the injured victims in the car accident. Okay, so Sean, very brave, right? He saved, he saved, he saved. So let's say this is Sean. Whoa, I save, I save, I save. And so the police arrived. The police knew what Sean did. So the police blanked him like, you are an exceptionally brave boy. We are proud of you, and the whole police department is like that, like that. So what are they doing to Sean? Okay, Susie, hello, welcome to you. You're saying that the police commended Sean. Okay, Ozil is also saying commended. Ray is also saying commended. Commended. Then can't I also say complimented? Mm-hmm. Ah, teacher, maybe complimented also can. Because commended, right? Almost the same as compliment. You give some very nice words. So what's the difference, teacher? What's the difference? Okay. Now let's give it a try. So, firstly, the word that really cannot be used is what number? There's one word here, which is the odd one out. Really cannot be the answer. Which word do you think that is? Odd one out. That means to say this word doesn't actually mean that you're giving good praises to someone. What word is that? Think about it. Very good. Right. Right or re. Commanded. If you command someone, you're ordering someone now. You order it, go out. Do this, do that. So definitely one is out. However, the thing about 2, 3, and 4 is that they somehow have something in common. So if you commend someone, you actually what? If you commend someone, you praise them. Okay? Hey, teacher, commend is praise. But uh, compliment also praise, ha, teacher. So how? Hmm. Can you at least give me a quick try if commended if you commend someone and you compliment someone is a both praises, what's that little difference in between them? Mm-hmm. Even congratulate can also be praise, right? So how? How? What's the difference? So this is the now the important part where we have to know that the subtle differences between these words. Can so let's give it a try. When you commend someone, it's actually more of like in a formal context. Okay, you praise formally or officially. Okay. Now I move on to congratulate. Oh, congratulations for winning the game. So, congratulations, congratulating someone is always in the context of when you have achieved something, right? There is somehow involved, achievement is involved. So, winning a game, winning the first prize, like that, right? Now, for compliment, compliment is also praising but more of like a casual or informal context. Ah, now knowing these three, that gives you you think about the question. It's a police officer, um, giving praises to a boy after the incident and really giving him admiration for his bravery. Given that context, the word that we actually need is good job, ladies and gentlemen. It's very formal and it's very official, the praise that was given from the police officers to the boy. So the answer is number two. You commend someone. Good job. So now you know the difference, huh? When you compliment, when you commend, or when you congratulate. All right, people, well done. Now, let's move on to the last question for this section. Let's end strong, ladies and gentlemen. Ken shouted angrily at the salesperson when his request for a refund was ignored. So, don't follow Ken. Yeah. No need to shout. So, he shouted angrily at the salesperson when his request for refund was ignored. His parents were embarrassed by their son's blank. Okay, Emma Mar is saying, insolence, teacher, that's insolence. Who else think is the right answer, or do you have another answer for this? Ozil, are you saying number 2 for this number or for number 14? Is that your answer for number 15, Ozil, or number 14? Oh, Ozil, you're saying number 1 for number 15. I see. People, last number for vocab. Let's be strong. Let's go. Rai is saying number 1. Teacher is also insolence. I think that boy is an insolent boy. Okay, let's give it a try. Now, ineffective. Is the boy ineffective? No. Ineffective when it's not working now. Okay, not producing. Okay, not producing results. The effect or result that are wanted. And normally you don't use ineffective for the human context, okay? Insolence means rudeness. Thank you, Emma Mar. You are correct. When someone is being insolent, that person is being very, very rude, okay? Rude behavior. No respect, okay? Good job. But how about intolerance? Can't I use intolerance? Like, let's say, okay, when you're intolerant, that one also not nice, huh? But how come intolerance is not the right answer compared to insolence? It's because when you're intolerant, right, you refuse to accept, okay? You refuse to accept ideas, ideas or beliefs that are not the same as yours, okay? Or that are different from yours, okay? Different from yours, yeah? So that's not what the sentence is talking about. It was really centered upon the Ken's rudeness, Ken not showing respect for the salesperson. So you are correct. The answer is number one. But teacher, why can't we say incompetent? When someone is incompetent, that basically talks about them being able to do something successfully, especially for a task, for a project. So when you're competent, you're able to accomplish or successfully do a task. That means competence. You can do your job. But again, we're not talking about Ken's task or Ken's how Ken handles projects or responsibilities. We're talking about Ken's behavior. Therefore, the answer is number one, insolence. Good job. Yay. All right, all right, all right. Well done. Now, coming up next is a quick fire round of ton 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 editing. Be strong, be strong, be strong. This one, quick fire round, really quick fire round, okay? You have to be quick enough to read through the passage, check if it's a spelling or a grammatical error, and then give me the right answer while being still very mindful of the wrong word because you know for sure that that wrong word is a clue to the right word. Okay, okay. This is making me relearn my vocab. Thank you, Rai. I'm happy that you are learning and also polishing even the words that you already know. Okay. One of our says will be coming to pick up the goodie bag in the next few days. Oh, Jay, he registered for the event under my name. I see, I see. That's perfect, Jay. Jay, do keep in mind, please remember when your friend will come to drop by, let your friend provide the email and the number that you use to fill out the Google form, yeah? So give the email and the number you use to fill out the Google form, and they should be able to get the goodie bag. Very good. Ha 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 ha. Okay. We're excited. The goodie bags are waiting for you. Okay. Now, quick fire round of editing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Let me try. Let me use a highlighter first. Highlighter. Now, do not be surprised if a robot is brewing your drink the next time you order a cup of coffee. Have you tried that, people? A robot preparing your coffee for you? Powered by artificial intelligence. Is it intelligent? now, intelligence is actually spelled correctly. Therefore, we know that this is a grammatical error. This is a grammar error, and we need to transform this from an adjective to a noun. What's the noun of intelligent? Very good, Emma Martin. Also, that was quick. Intelligent to noun, it becomes intelligence. Yay! Well done. That was quick. Moving on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Powered by artificial intelligence, a robot barista named Ella has been dishing out coffee at the grab and go kiosk. So Ella here, Ella the robot, has been dishing what? Coffee at the grab and go kiosk. This phrasal verb actually means that you're giving out so many. It's not up. This is a phrasal verb, but you pair dishing with a different preposition. What preposition is it? Is it dishing up, dishing in, dishing on, dishing out, dishing off, dishing for? So think about the preposition, ladies and gentlemen. Read. Damien is saying dishing out. Ozil is also saying dishing out. Is that the right answer? 5 more seconds for this quick fire round of editing. Let's go. Dishing, dishing. All right. The answer is when you are giving something and often to a lot of people in large amounts, that means to say you are dishing out. Okay. Good job, Damien. And Ozil, very good. Emma for trying, now we know. Okay, continue. So Ella the robot has been dishing out coffee at the grab-and-go kiosk at Raffles MRT station. Contrary to common belief, okay, believe here is spelled correctly, but it's the wrong word form. So, once again, it's a grammatical error and it requires you to change from to verb to noun. I see. What's the noun? Read, Damien. Wrong answer. Iman, wrong answer. Ozil, also wrong answer. You are all committing a mistake, a careless one, if I would say, by a lot of people when they get the answer correctly, but they corrected something that is not even wrong. What do you think is the wrong answer that you did? Correct. If you're correcting a spelling, do not change the original word form. If they give you a wrong spelling that's singular, keep it singular. If they give you a wrong spelling that's plural, keep it plural. If they give you a wrong spelling that is past tense, keep it past tense. Just correct the spelling, okay? So, believe also, the answer here is believe. Now, moving on, let's go. Serene Paul, thank you for joining. Believe that the robots will serve you poor quality. Okay, keep in mind, contrary to common belief that the robot will serve you poor quality water coffee. This is a comma, yeah, I tell you this is a comma. Okay, Ella brews a decent cup with coffee beans from Italy. Okay, now, again, this is a grammatical error. I need you to change the word form from noun to adjective. How do you turn water into an adjective? Something that you use to describe when something is very, very liquid or very fluid. When you describe something to be very fluid, you call it 5 more seconds. Let's go. Be strong. Very good. Ozil, it's actually watery. Water turns to watery. So I think you may have noticed something. For editing, even for S&T, synthesis and transformation, it's very crucial that you learn how to convert the word form. Sometimes they will ask you to convert from verb to noun, from believe to belief, from adjective to noun, intelligent to intelligence, or from noun to adjective, which is water to watery. So be strong, learn to do that. Now, same sentence. Robot will serve you poor quality, watery coffee. Ella brews a decent. It's something decent, it's acceptable. So this is a wrong spelling. How to spell the word decent, okay? Read, Damien, descendant. Decent, I see Iman, Ozil, Emma, read, Damien. Okay, thank you for trying. Good job. How to spell decent? D. Decent. Well done. Go. Moving on. Recently, at least 3 food and beverage businesses have also made use of robots. Okay, food and beverage. How to spell beverage? Read, Damien, ha. It only says beverage. I need you to be careful. It didn't say beverages. Can you reconsider your up? Very good. I'm very proud of you, Damien. You are now very careful. All the rest of you, good job. Beverage is spelled that way. Well done. Well done. Very happy. Now, to offer quality brews serve a far greater purpose than attracting customers. These machines ease the industry's manpower. Okay, now serve here is spelled correctly, so basically it's another grammar error. Iman is saying serving. Who else agrees? Damien says teacher is serves. One more answer before we talk about it. I need you to really, sometimes it gets very confusing, especially when the sentence is long. Read it one more time slowly and then go through the entire sentence. Okay. Snake is here. Snake and also is saying serving. So if you notice, the sentence has 2 phrases. The first one is the dependent clause. Normally for dependent clause, you can also start it with ing. Therefore, the answer is serving a far greater purpose than attracting customers. These machines East, the industry's manpower. East is spelled correctly. This is grammatical error and testing your tense. What is the correct tense, please? Iman, that was quick. You're saying is. Ozil is saying also is. Give me one more before I reveal the answer. Read, Damien. Almost there. You got the correct tense, but remember it's machine, so this is plural. Damien, I need a plural version of the verb also. Therefore, the plural, especially for verbs, remember the one with the S is plural. The one with the S is singular. The one with no S is plural. So Damien, if you correct it, machines is plural. You need the plural form of the verb also. So it becomes tan tan ta is. Yeah, be careful with that. So machines plural. Okay. Now, um, moving on. Let's go. Besides being efficient, this is a very funny spelling of efficient. Okay, how to spell efficient correctly, people of the world? So, efficient. I see Shu Li, Ozil, Iman. I see. Where is Damien and where is Snake? Give me your spelling of efficient, please. Okay, okay. Let's break it down into letters. Effi, and then efficient. C-I-E-N-T. Efficient. Yeah. All right. If you want to practice the words, you can repeatedly. So a few things that you can do to practice your spelling. Okay, so this can be the highlight later, Yuki. So some techniques that you can do to make sure that you can spell correctly, or you want to practice your spelling. Number one, repeatedly write the word. Can write the word a few times until it becomes the muscle memory is there. Number two, you can even say it out loud as well. Say out loud the spelling, so that if you are a very strong auditory learner, listening to it helps you to spell it correctly. For me, the best thing that I always tell my students is to learn mnemonics. Find a fun way to remember the spelling. Because I can tell you now, embarrassment is always double R and double S. But then tomorrow you can choose to forget about embarrass having double R or double S. But let's say, for example, when I tell my students, okay, embarrassment, double R, double S, how to remember is double R, double S. What's the color of your face when you turn very embarrassed? Oh, teacher, red. So R, R, red, red. What's another word for embarrassment that starts with S? Oh, teacher, shy. So remember for embarrassment, really red, super shy. So, oh, really red, super shy. That's how they always remember that embarrassment is double R and double S. So learn very fun ways to remember the spelling. Sometimes it really does work. Okay, now some of you are very excited to go to number 48. Coconut juice. This is P6. If it's easy, no, that means you're saying it's P4 because it's easy, is it? Let's go. Now let's show me that it's easy. So efficient, they can be updated with the latest technology and customized to suit the needs of any restaurant or cafe. Technology, how to spell? Hello, 1, 2, 3. One letter. Okay, tech. Tech as in T-E. Tech as in T-E-C-H. Yeah, remember that? N-O-L-O-G-Y. Okay, very good. In recent years, some restaurants have deployed, that means they've utilized robots to ferry food to the table. How to spell deployed? This one is wrong spelling. Show me your spelling of deployed. Sheshe, shishi or sheshe. Ozil, very good. Sheshe, you have one extra letter in your spelling of deployed. Can you cancel that one extra letter, please? Coconut juice have given me the answer as well. Well done. It's D as in D-E, It's D-E, deployed. Deployed. All right. Now, some have found the use of robots. Some have found the use of robots, last one, essential to their operations. Looks like robots could be our future colleagues in the workplace. Okay, essential. How to spell essential, ladies and gentlemen? Let me see. Now I seem to notice something, Damien. Damien, I seem to notice that you are purposely giving me the wrong answer. Okay, Iman, thank you, Ozil. Very good. Correct spelling is right there. Can you see? Sheshe, I know what you mean. So you want to say a bottle of water or a bottle of water? So different accents actually pronounce it differently. But the most important thing for accents doesn't really matter as long as you understand each other. Essential. You know how to spell essential, huh? There you go. Actually, this one is very interesting thing. We went to Japan with this restaurant called Dawn Restaurant. And the wonderful thing about this restaurant, Dawn as in DAWN, they have robots that actually brings the robots bring the food and the tray now. So the robots talk. So there are people from different parts of Japan who are actually controlling the robot, and they talk to us. They talk to us online, so they're kind of like there online. They talk to us. The wonderful thing about this restaurant is they are actually employing people who are physically disabled, or they cannot perhaps move because of some disability. So they are hiring those people. And interestingly, when we went to the Dawn restaurant, the robot who was serving us, who was also, by the way, talking to us on the table, she was a cancer survivor. Yeah. And so she loves to draw. And then she was also doing that job. She was in her own house while she was talking and serving us. So it's actually wonderful that they offer these kinds of job to people who might need them. Yeah, right. It's very interesting. So, if you happen to go to Japan, you can perhaps go to Dawn Restaurant, support the people they hire to control the robots. Yeah. All right, people. Thank you so much for coming in today. Um, Examinations are coming up, so I hope you guys are ready and are revising. Nonetheless, always come to us. Let's revise together every day, every weekday. And of course, I am going to announce we have a September holiday coming up, ladies and gentlemen, from the 2nd to the 6th of September. And we have a lesson, of course, for our P5 and P6 students to prepare you for PSLE. But we also have power oral for our P3 and P4. And then composition writing for our cute little ones from primary 1 and primary 2. So this might be the English revision that you need before the end of your examinations, ladies and gentlemen. So join us for September holiday program. Those of you who want to focus on really mastering your writing for composition, of course, you can join our PSLE composition writing intensive crash course. All right. Thank you all so much for coming. This is Teacher Mitsuko. I will see you again next week, people. Next week.